Hello, Sloppy Nation. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to another Sloppy Paint Booth class on NASCAR 21 Ignition. Thank you all so much for making this series so much fun to make as of late. The videos have been popping, guys. Please make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell so you guys don't miss any videos. And of course, always comment below a paint scheme you would like to see me make in a future video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started as we're making a Darrell Waltrip number 17 Tide Ride machine. Alright everybody, so real quick, the way we're going to start this video, I'm just going to give you guys a quick 2 steps here on what you got to do to get a good start on this car. So first and foremost, your body color for the car should be 3rd column, so 3rd tab, go to the right, go down, and I'll just go down to the cars right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the orange on this car, it's a lot darker, but the problem is we don't really have an orange that really gives that reddish look. I mean, you can go with a red like this if you want, but it's just too red for me, you know. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go with this orange right here. I may go back and look at it. I mean, maybe the best might be to go with a red, but for this right here, we're just gonna go with this orange. We may go back to it later. And for the side skirt right here, guys, we're going to go ahead and make it orange. This car back then, from what I'm looking at least, did not have any side skirt colors. It just continued on with the paint. So we're going to go ahead and make it orange. The spoiler will be black. The roof rails, there were no roof rails on these cars back then. So let's go ahead and just go to that orange we had prior. And then for our wheels right here, they were indeed black. And for the wheel stripe, as I always like to do, just as a common go-to, is a yellow wheel stripe. Alrighty guys, and to our number trick here. Now I know there's a 17 here that is very, very close to the real thing. But as I thought about it more and more, like, you know, like, it's easy, right? We just have to add a few decals to the number. But what I personally want to do here, I'm going to turn the number to a 1. Now you can just go with the 17 if you want here, but what I'm going to do here is give myself the best possible chance to get as creative with this number as I possibly can. Make sure you go to your outline thickness, make sure everything is at a good 0 here. And what you're going to do right here, you're going to go ahead and change the color of this number to the base paint color, which is right there. And look, the number's gone. Where did it go? Ooh. Can't believe I just did that when Halloween is over. Alright, so the first thing I think we should work on here is the number, guys. Now this number is not too hard to make whatsoever, and as you can see right here, I went ahead and just added the white and yellow circles. That's what you gotta do to get the paint pretty much done. Get 2 big circles, make one of them white, make one of them yellow, put the yellow under the white. As you can see right here, here's your white. You want that white to just touch where that eagle is sitting for the Goodyear tire as shown in the reference photo for what this car looks like. And the yellow has a little bit more of a curve. It goes up through that B pillar right there, right up there near the roof flap right there. And you can obviously go ahead and just copy and paste these right here and mirror the group to the other side as well. And as you can see right here, there you go. Pretty simple. Base paint pretty much done besides the Tide logo. Alrighty, so to start this number here, guys, 3rd column, get yourself a nice wide square. Now use the reference here of this 1 in order to make sure you fit this number right. We want the slant of this square right here to be the same as the number itself. So let's go ahead and skew this right here. Let's just see how it's lining up right there. Okay, so just a little bit more back. That should be good right there. Now go ahead and decrease the size of this number. Move it on over. You notice here the 1, it does have a little bit of a slant. It's not too much, but it does have a slant. So let's change the skew just a little bit here. As you see, I'm kind of playing around with this a little bit, just trying to find the best possible shape for this number. Definitely got some width to it at least, and this is just at least for the outline. So there's the number right there. And that should be good right there. And once again, we can just play around with this the more we keep going. So wide square right there. Now what we can do right here is we can just go ahead and copy this current decal, paste it, bring it over, just decrease the size, keep the same skew that you got, Just line it up with that with that one where it's at right there. Bring it in just enough to where it's just meeting up with that one. A little bit of an outside part of the one at least. And that honestly should be pretty good right there. All right, now that we have that all figured out here, guys, this is what we're gonna do. Take this white square that we saw right here, and we're gonna change it to the color black. Same thing over here with the second square, that is. Now you're gonna go ahead and copy and paste this decal. Bring it on over. We're gonna change the color to a bright white. This right here, you're just gonna mess with the size and the skew. Definitely shows out a little bit. Bring that right there. Increase that size just a little bit. Then over here, that square that we had before, go ahead and copy that current decal, paste it, bring it on over. Then the same thing as before, just mess with the size and the skew where it's even all the way around. All right, not bad. We got the 1 figured out now. Now let's go and get the number 7 figured out. Go ahead and copy and paste this square that we had right here. And this, again, this is where it's gonna get a little tricky, guys. We gotta watch out for that orange right there. Go ahead and decrease the size of this square. So we're gonna have to kind of play around this a little bit. Be patient with it. It can get a little frustrating, but just be patient. We're gonna get this number all dialed in right here, okay? So as you can see, that white is just meeting the orange right there, so just bring it over as much as you can right there. And this number definitely has a little bit more length to it, so let's bring that white over. And with just a little adjusting, there is your number 17. Now, I could make a change or two to maybe just tone it up a little bit more, but for the sake of the video, there is your number 17 if you followed along. All right, guys, and what you're gonna do right here, make sure to check mark all of the logos that involve the number right here. What you're gonna do is copy the group and head over to the right side of the car. And what you're gonna do here is paste. What you'll see right here, once you head on over right here, it's gonna match just with that number. You might have to play around with it just a little bit more. You can change the side up and everything. But hey, if you look at it, that's a pretty bad to the bone number. Now, I don't know what that black square is doing right there, so let's go ahead and see what that is. Oh, okay. So it's just the other part of the number that I forgot to put on right there. So what we can do right here is just go ahead and delete that current decal, which is sitting right there. And boom, you got yourself a beautiful, beautiful 17. Alrighty, guys, and now it is time for the Tide logo. I'm so excited about this. Can't wait to see how this all looks as well. So what we are going to do right here is we're going to head over to the front of the car, the hood that is, and get to work on the decal here. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you all right now, the decal consists basically of a bunch of circles, changing the colors of the circles, and some simple squares and rounding out the letters. So I'm going to speed up this part a little bit, follow along, pause the video if you need to, and let's make this car even more beautiful. All right, y'all, there is your Tide logo for the front hood. Now for this next part right here, guys, it's a little complicated, but once you listen to what I have to tell you, it's not hard whatsoever. So all it consists of is the Tide text, not the circles behind it, but just the text itself. So this is what we're going to do. So on your hood sponsor here, what you guys want to do here is make sure you check every box that consists of the Tide font and text. Go ahead and get rid of any of these circles that are in with the design of the hood. Okay, so what you're going to do here, you're going to go ahead and copy this entire group right here. Let's go to the left side of the car and you are going to paste it. Now watch this, we're going to bring it over here. Now I know it looks absolutely crazy right now. You're probably asking, wait, I can't even see the Tide wording. What is that supposed to look like? You can't even see it. So it's crazy. If you look back at any of the paint schemes that involve Tide, it's really hard to read the Tide on the side of the car. It's just part of the marketing and how they made the car itself. Honestly, it's kind of cool. It goes with it really well. The way I put it was the T is kind of going over the B/C pillar window and whatnot. So go ahead and do this. And then once again, you're going to go ahead and copy the same group, go to the right side of the car. This time around, you would be able to see it a little bit better in this case, since the Tide kind of goes upward. But at the same time, it's very hard to see, you know, so you can kind of mess around with it, spin the angle, whatever you want to do with it, to make sure it looks like it's there. But at the same point, it's meant to like not really be looked at that well to begin with. So right there is pretty good. So there you go. Now you got your Tide on the left and right side of the car. While we're here, guys, let's go ahead and do this. What you're going to be doing here is you're going to go ahead and add a white background to back of the machine right here. And what you want to do right here is just go ahead and put it under the number and everything. You should still see the number right there, but the whole back is white. And then what you're going to do here is copy the same decal, paste it, and bring it on up to cover that part of the car. All right, now let's go ahead and put the icing on the cake. We're going to go ahead and add the contingencies needed to make this car look like the car back from its iconic days. So go to the sponsor logos here. Now, you all notice the Cup Series logo may be there. So just for the sake of this, I'm going to go ahead and add the NASCAR 21 Ignition logo as the actual main sponsor that's just kind of sitting on the car. Just to kind of make it a lot easier. It gives a little bit more, you know, well, it takes away some space, that is. It takes away some of the space right there, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And while we're at it, go ahead and just uncheck these boxes as well. Because what you're going to want to do here, you're going to want to uncheck all these boxes that consist of the logo, and because you want to have room to check all the boxes that are your sponsors, so you can just copy and paste them to the other side. So I'll speed up this part right here, add any sponsors you want, and come back to me and show me what you got once I'm done with this part. And boom, there we go, guys. I hope you guys finished with the same car I got right now. This is our Darrell Waltrip number 17 Tide Ride, a very famous paint scheme driven by a NASCAR Hall of Famer, Darrell Waltrip himself. This was a really fun car to make. The tie logo was a lot of fun to make as well. A little complicated to get the circles right with the lettering, but I think it just came out amazing, guys. I hope you guys liked this this video. I hope you guys were able to find this tutorial very easy, and I hope you guys want more paint booth classes. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave in the comments below what car you would like for me to make next. Until next time, guys, stay sloppy and happy painting. I'll see you guys in the next video.